a lot of comedy videos online. I also was seeing a lot of some YouTubers, some US YouTubers, and you see some people like buying nice cars and living in nice houses. And I was like, oh, okay. This is actually a very interesting life. So I started using that time. So I was taking pictures of buildings and also editing them. And I started posting them on Instagram. From taking pictures, also going on the platform to learn how to take better pictures with my phone, I decided to make a video. And that was the first video I actually posted on YouTube. I didn't have any intention. I wasn't looking for any viewers. I just did. It was just fun to me. It was like a hobby. Okay, let me post this thing out there. Let me see how many people will watch it. And I think I probably got like the first video. And finding out I enjoyed it, I decided to go on the platform and learn a lot more. And I started learning how to tell a story, how to prepare a video, how to edit a video. I also even learned how to fly a drone on YouTube. It was just so interesting for me. I started to fall in love with making videos. And I'd never really done anything that was that interesting to me before. I didn't come from like a creative background, so it wasn't like my dad was like a sister, my mom was like in any creative field. I just went because in my head I was just like, okay, just to really score, finish and selling houses. But little did I know. First of all, when I started filmmaking, I was renting from a rental company and I was making videos for people. So this video I actually did, I got paid money. I think I got paid like $100 from filming for this person. I was able to film for some more other people, and eventually I was able to save up enough for my first camera, which was the Canon T6i. But I didn't have I had to sell it. So I spoke to this friend. And told him, I think I'll do video. I want to become a filmmaker. I was doubting myself then. And this friend also added to that doubt by saying, going into filmmaking, there were a lot of people already who already had an established and who were big names. So why do I think people want to watch my own? He also said things like filmmaking is very expensive. I decided to not actually do it. And that's one thing I've learned so far. If you want to start out something, just do it. Try doing it yourself. Just make a video, post it online. Don't really wait for anybody's approval. Don't people, because at the end of the day, somebody might say something that might just increase your self-doubt. So eventually, the more I made more videos, the better I got, the more people started reaching out to actually come make videos for them. I made wedding videos, I made documentary videos, and I started to grow a brand gradually. By this time, I didn't even started focusing on YouTube. It got to a point that they wanted to change the sound, they wanted to change one thing. So it was more like I created what I said no. For this again, middle of 2019, that was when I decided I was going to go into YouTube full time. I'd already saved up some money for my baking career, so it has really changed my life and really changed the landscape of my video production. From the middle of 2019 to the middle of 2021, I've been able to grow my platform from I think maybe around 5,000 to 10,000 subscribers to currently over 270,000 subscribers. On a daily basis, I get to meet and interact with people that are on a higher level than I am, which is because of the numbers that I have. Once you have a massive following, the way people treat you and they sort of take you more seriously than if you didn't have any following at all. When you have a following, you sort of have an influence. Obviously, you don't want to take advantage of that influence and use it in a stupid way. Just like in Spider-Man, Peter Parker's uncle said, with great power comes great responsibility. So if you have a lot of people following you, you don't want to take that for granted. This is one of the things YouTube has me. Also, when I started making videos on YouTube, the first year, which was 2018, I didn't make any money at all. When I even got monetized, I started making probably maybe like $1 a day, and from $1 per day, it kept on going $1, $1, $2. It was still July of 2019 when I finally took YouTube seriously. So I kept a backlog of videos in my library. The more people came back to watching my channel. What I noticed with YouTube is even when you make videos that at the beginning they don't do well, if those would probably get views. If you're making videos consistently on YouTube and you have videos, as long as those videos are related in some form or the other, once one of those videos pops off, that traffic comes back to all your videos. Then people now this channel and then they watch one video and they're like, oh, I like this video one, and it's just like a snowball effect. So that's what happened to my channel. In my own case, it was more of J. Cole coming to Nigeria, and I believe that's one of the best things about YouTube. It's a way to really going to pay you back. Along the way, I made a lot of mistakes. This is why I'm making this course, to make it easier. Whatever message you want to share with the world, whatever ideas you have. And thanks a lot for I want to thank you guys for purchasing this course. It really means a lot to me that you people are willing to sort of tap from my knowledge that I've learned over 3 years. First of all, why did I make this course? I made this course because when I was starting out on YouTube, there were not a lot of courses out there that were sort of related to people like me. And when I say people like me, I mean people who were living in Africa. And when I checked online, I saw a lot of courses that we time to make. It's over months of planning and months of researching, and also over 2 to 3 years of actually being on the platform and trying out what works, making a lot of mistakes by taking this course. And who is this course for? This course is for a lot of people who want to start out on YouTube, go from 0 to probably over 100 or probably over 1 million. In this course, there are lots of things as to how the YouTube platform works, how the algorithm works, what kind of videos to make, how to find your interest. My edit is also included in this course. But first of all, let me start with my story, how I started out on YouTube. 2015, I didn't know what direction I wanted to take. I read estate management, and I was thinking probably maybe I should just get a 9-to-5 job. I didn't really like the whole structure, and I also didn't like exchange time for money. I didn't want to wait for people to tell me what to do. I knew that the 9-to-5 part wasn't for me, because even when I was younger, I used to sell sweets. When I was in primary 4, I used to save up my packs of sweets and sell it to my other classmates. So I already knew that I had to be in the area, right around late. People drop them off at their point. It was like a video game in my head, and I was like, okay, let me try this out. During that period, as I was doing Uber, I was able to save up enough money to buy a phone. I bought an iPhone. It was an iPhone 7 then. That was my first way into having a camera and actually filming stuff. Eventually, it started getting very tiring because every day I wake up very early in the morning, around probably like 4 a.m. and I head out on the road, pick over like 30 minutes. So I was looking for something else. What was the other thing I could actually see myself doing? I knew I was a creative person. I knew I had ideas I wanted to put out in the world. I didn't really just like that, but I knew during that period, I started watching more of YouTube as an entertainment source. I was watching a lot of comedy videos online. I also was seeing a lot of some YouTubers, some US YouTubers, and you see some people with cars and living in nice houses, and I was like, oh, okay, this is actually a very interesting life. So I started using that time. So I was taking pictures of buildings, and I started posting them on Instagram. From taking pictures, also going on the platform, pictures with my phone, I decided to make a video. It was his wedding, and that was the first video I actually posted on YouTube. Intention, I wasn't looking for any viewers. I just did it like it was just fun to me. It was like a whole video, like 10 views. And most of those 10 views were people who came to that wedding who just wanted to watch themselves. It was cool. So that's from making that first video. And creative that has been that interesting to me before. I didn't come from like a creative background, so it wasn't like my dad was like an artist